Okay, students, this is Billy Hoops talking to you about your history class. We will start by opening up this document, and I'm going to hit pause for you while you do this. Okay, we're back, and we're going to start with the geography themes. This will take us quickly through our lesson for the day. As you can see, this is a PowerPoint, and I'll just click through this for you. First, we'll start out with geography. It has 5 themes. Okay, location, place, human environment and interaction, movement, and region. These are keys to our civilization and our geography. Okay, we'll start with location. Location, the exact relative position of a site on the surface of the earth. Can you give me an example of a location? Okay, take a minute and pause your thing for that while you write that down. Also, okay, we're back. Give me an example of a relative location. This may be something in relative to you, your town, your district, your state. Okay, take a minute to do that. Okay, we're back. Next, we'll move on to place, the physical and human characteristics of a site. Example of land, plants, climate, people, and towns are like. For an example, describe vernal as a geographical theme of a place. Next, we'll move on to human-environmental interaction. Okay, relationships between people and their environment. Example, irrigating dry lands so crops can grow. This is a great example of our area because we have to use irrigation. We could not rely on rain just to grow our crops. If you can give me an example of a daily human environmental interaction, please do that now. Take a minute, pause this recording. Okay, we're back, and we've moved on to movement. Movement of people, products, and natural resources. People often will follow land, great environments. Can you give me an example of maybe a movement that you can think of, both historically and maybe even one now that people may do? Why do people move? Do they move for work or because of family even? That's something that may cause movement. One example I'll use is the gold rush in 1849 in the United States. People moved west to find gold in California. That's one way we can track movement. Next, we'll move on to region. Region, an area with common characteristics or shared relationships. We have different regions in the United States, both in the South and the Northeast. In the West region, I have a few up here, Central region. Why are we tied into these regions? One example, the area of your school boundaries or the Great Basin. What does Duchesne, Union, Uintah, and Altamont high schools have in common? Besides they're in the basin, maybe you can tell me something that they don't have in common. For example, Duchesne is in a 1A school district or district in the classification in the state, whereas Union and Uintah are in 3A. These aren't common, and why aren't they? Okay, that ends our PowerPoint for the day. The last thing I would like you to do today is I would like you to take a minute and describe something that you would like to do in your lifetime as far as do you want to live in the region that you're in now? I'm going to go back to this region. Or would you like to move somewhere? Maybe you want to move to Alaska in this area and maybe become a crab fisherman or a hunter. Maybe you want to move to Hawaii and just live on the beach and do that. you have to take a few minutes to write this down. I'd like you to write about 3 paragraphs on where you're from, where you would like to live, and why. I don't think that will take too much time. This is your assignment on climates and geography and location. Remember, there are 5 of those. Let's take a minute. I'll go back to that. The 5 geography themes. Okay, location, place, human environment and interaction, movement, and region. With that, that'll end our lesson. That should help you get through if you missed today or need to review.